What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to continue our Madden 20 franchise rebuild series going. And I was, if you're a Minnesota Viking fan, they're going to be coming up soon. I was like halfway, not even halfway, I was like a third of the way through that rebuild, and then the big news dropped. It's all over social media that Luke Kuechly, the franchise star all-world linebacker for the Carolina Panthers at 28, is deciding to hang it up. And I mean, this comes along with, Gronk and Andrew Luck kind of surprisingly retired. And, people were referencing when Patrick Willis for the 49ers retired, like right in his prime. I mean, with Luke Kuechly, he's a guy that, really, he's had over the last 3-4 years, a handful of concussions. We'll let people know about CTE. I mean, he's 28. He's he's probably the smartest defensive player in the NFL. Clearly will be able to continue to get paid at a high level, being a coach, being a linebacker coach. I would not be shocked if he's eventually a defensive coordinator, if not more than that, if that's what his ambitions want. But that is a huge loss to the Carolina Panthers. I thought the Carolina Panthers hiring Matt Rhule, exceptional hire. I thought Matt Rhule, along with maybe Shaw from Stanford, are like the two best college coaches to jump to the NFL. And then you get Rhule is kind of, he's coached everything, but I'm just thinking back to Temple. He wants tough, hard-nosed. Luke Kuechly is the perfect player for Matt Rhule. I wouldn't even be surprised if, outside of the outrageous contract they gave him, Luke Kuechly was a big reason why Matt Rhule wanted to come to Carolina. He's like, yes, I got that guy to work with and play with on my defense. Now he's up and retired. So what we're going to do today is try and rebuild the Carolina Panthers without the best linebacker of the decade, Luke Kuechly. Let's get into it. Before we jump into today's video, I'd like to thank Raid for sponsoring everything that you're about to see here today. Are you tired of playing RPGs that make you feel like a toddler? No more unicorns or rainbows. Raid Shadow Legends takes you to a world of dark fantasy and realism. When I play Raid, my favorite thing is to collect. I come from that Pokemon generation, where you gotta collect them all. And the fact that there are so many different character builds, so many different characters while I'm trying to build my faction, I just get that OCD that I need to get every single character that is available in the game. And the characters are badass in Raid Shadow Legends. Huge news! Now you can play Raid on mobile and on your PC. Raid is cross-platform and you can play with your same account between devices whenever you want. The graphics are amazing on PC, it's super fast and super free to play. You can find me in-game under the nickname Papacy4, and if you're quick enough, you can join my clan. So what are you waiting for? Go to the video description, click on the special links, and if you're a new player, you will get 100,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 1 XP for a full day, as well as 1 free champion, the Educator. They're giving you this thick chick for free. Hop in now, get this chick, start dominating your enemies. And you get all this treasure. It's waiting for you. The rewards are here for the next 30 days. It's no better time than now to hop in and play Raid Shadow Legends. All right, so we're here with the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton is still our quarterback. We're going to quick look at our roster here. So yeah, we got Cam at QB, who I've actually seen play well more often than not in the sim. 2 interesting quarterbacks behind him, Kyle Allen and Will Greer, but neither of these guys have a dev trait. It's just, that's such a big ask for them to develop into a franchise quarterback. So right now, Cam Newton is our guy until further notice. At running back, I think top 3 running back in the NFL, if not the best running back in the National Football League, Christian McCaffrey. I think, given what he can do, I mean, pure running back, based off of last year, could be Derrick Henry, could be Dalvin Cook, but I think for my money, the best running back that can do it all is Christian McCaffrey in the NFL. He's already a 99, so franchise player right there. Wide receiver, we got DJ Moore, baller, 85, star dev. Curtis Samuel, we've seen him develop, 80, star dev. Hopefully we can hold on to both these guys and really just going to find that third wide receiver. Hogan and Wright, just kind of expensive guys that I really want to get off the books. G-Reg, he's very old. It's going to be another, sad retirement. I don't know how often he retires after year 1, but it's coming. Until then, though, he's going to be solid. You got Ian Thomas, who could develop as an option, as a eventual replacement. Offensive line, we got Greg Little, left tackle. Hopefully he can develop, 69 overall. Maybe he can. Left guard, Darrell Williams, has a dev trait, but he's set to be a free agent. I don't know if we'll hold on to him. Paredes at center, solid, but he's 29. Trey Turner, that right-hand side of the offensive line should be good for the 5 years of the rebuild. I'm not overly worried about that. It's a 3-4 that Matt Rhule will probably continue to run. So Gerald McCoy, solid, but going to need to find his replacement. K1 Short, solid. Need to find a replacement. Both over 30. And a nose tackle, Dontari Poe. Solid, also 29. So it's a very, very old front three that we're going to have to look at reloading. Linebacker, again, got to reload. Bruce Irvin, too old. Middle linebacker, Shaq Thompson, solid, but, you know, it's a 3-4. We need another middle linebacker. We need who's going to take over for Luke Kuechly. Hopefully we can draft one. Right outside linebacker, Brian Burns, absolute baller. This guy's a stud. Sensational pick. Hidden dev. I actually don't know if I thought it was superstar. It might have got changed or something, but I thought this was an amazing pick for the Carolina Panthers. Should be good for us. You look at the corners. We got Dante Jackson, really good young corner, 81 star. He's only 23. Bradbury set to be a free agent. We'll have to make a decision whether or not we want to re-sign him. But with no Luke Kuechly contract on the books, does give us some salary cap flexibility. But definitely, probably, if we keep on to both these guys, need another corner. Free safety, Trey Boston, solid for the time being. And strong safety, Eric Reed, solid for the time being. But there's a lot of guys that aren't in that ideal age range for a 5-year rebuild. Guys that are 27, 28. So there's going to be a lot of roster reshuffling around. But luckily, you know, we got DJ Moore, we got McCaffrey, we got Trey. We got some pretty good guys on the offensive line. It's just more so replacing Mr. Luke Kuechly. What are we doing at quarterback? And get younger on that front three of the defensive line. Let's get into year one of the rebuild. So we're at the halfway point of year one. Not bad, 3-3. Bottom dwellers of the NFC South, but I'm expecting this year to pretty much be a throwaway. Contracts, okay. What do we got? Bradbury, maybe? 4-year deal? Hey, everyone else, goodbye. And at the end of year one, with no Luke Kuechly, I've lost like 12, 13 in a row. You know, 10 in a row with a team that was like in the 80s, 84s. It's not good. It's not good at all. 3-13. Second worst team. Hey, we have a great pick. Do we need a quarterback? Is that what we're going to do? Are we going to get a quarterback here? No depth traits whatsoever. We had Curtis Samuel, I think. I didn't feel like hopping in at any point this year. Maybe that's on me. Curtis Samuel had 2 potential dev trait upgrade scenarios. Didn't hit either one of them. We had not one on the defense. Brian Burns emerged as a superstar dev trait player, however. And as you saw, we got Bradbury locked up, which was pretty important. He was our best young pending free agent. Looking at Cam Newton. Actually, not bad at all. 3,800 yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 picks. He could probably still be our quarterback next year with some decent expectations. 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns for Christian McCaffrey. We got 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns for DJ Moore. Absolutely. How did he not go up in a depth chart? He might when all is said and done. Solid year from Samuel. Defensively, 122 tackles, 6 DFLs, 7.5 sacks, and an interception for Shaq Thompson. Stepping up, balling out. We had 8.5 sacks, K1 short. I mean, 3-4 edge rushers never get sacks, so it's. I mean, don't want. I want to keep it real with Matt Rhule. Keeps it at a 3-4, but I'm not gonna lie. Probably gonna go to a 4-3 sooner than later, so we can get Brian Burns. I know Brian Burns in a 4-3 is a DN with his hand in the ground. He's gonna get you double-digit sacks. Why would I want to handicap my team? Anyways, MVP went to Matt Ryan. I don't think we're gonna have any of these award winners. We'll just quickly look through Matt Ryan. Okay, Cam coming in at 7. Defense play then went to Reuben Foster. Shaq Thompson at 2, which is pretty much almost automatic. I feel like that's just like a Madden glitch. Your guy's always gonna be the runner-up if he doesn't win it. Individual awards. DJ Moore's your best wide receiver, so yes, come on, give me a superstar dev trade for him. That would definitely help us out down the stretch. But we have the number 2 pick, and Cam Newton played well, so maybe we actually get to draft Luke Kuechly's replacement. For year one free agency, we're going to lowball a lot of guys to see if they'll come in and just kind of fill out our depth chart. But we're going to go big on Eric Armstead here. Regardless if we go 3-4-4-3, you can play 4-3-D tackle, 3-4 defensive end. Coming off a breakout year in real life with the 49ers would be a great gift for this defense. I wish I could go through the draft class and actually show you to you as I made the live picks, but because draft classes are glitched for the time being and these certain players that I wanted to pick come up as not available for their school, it kind of kills the climatics of it. So I did draft a Luke Kuechly replacement, if I've ever seen one. At pick 2, Isaiah Simmons out of Clemson, 6'4", 230, 76 overall, 91 speed, 87 hit power, 83 pursuit, great in zone. I mean, different style of players, but if Carolina, I think when they pick at 7 in real life, you want to replace Luke Kuechly in 1 pick, There you go, Matt Rhule. Matt Rhule knows this. He's coming from the college world. He knows Isaiah Simmons. Insane. An absolute insane prospect. We got a great value pick here in the second round. Walker Little out of Stanford. Hidden Dev, 75. That's an unreal value. Even though we switched the defense, which you'll see in a sec, we probably could have, allocated maybe a second round pick on that defense. It's too good of a value to pass up. We got Kenneth Murray, the linebacker from Oklahoma, 69 normal, another talented linebacker. We got Darrell Taylor, who he switched from outside linebacker to defensive end. He bumped up to a 70 overall out of Tennessee, one of the more underrated edge players in this year's draft class. We got James Lynch following Matt Rhule from Baylor, 64 overall. Reggie Walker, 65. Lecky Fotu, 60. Generally a great draft, but here you have it. The man to replace Luke Kuechly on the Carolina. Is that Luke Kuechly's number 2? He's like 59, 58, one of those two, I think. Is Isaiah Simmons out of Clemson. Wow. So as we get ready for year 2, here's how the team is changing with the Walker Little selection in the second round. We can then flex Greg Little inside to left guard, and now our offense looks really, really solid across the board. We get one more year to Greg Olsen. Cam Newton has regressed down to a 79, which is a little annoying. We have McCaffrey, brought in Gus Edwards, formerly of the Ravens, to be a nice power complement to McCaffrey. We got more superstar, Curtis Samuel, who I'm actually probably going to make him our slot wide receiver and see if we can get him a dev trade. Brought in Demarcus Robinson over from the Kansas City Chiefs on a very affordable deal as well to be our wide receiver 3. Defense, I pulled the trigger, man. We had to go 3-4, 2-4-3. Just, you can't waste Brian Burns like that. I know how much better he's going to be at defensive end, and there we have it. So, switching to the scheme, Darrell Taylor, like our 4th round draft pick, is going to start at defensive end. Kenneth Murray was a 68 middle linebacker, switching to right. He went up a couple points to 71. Isaiah Simmons right there in the middle of the defense, taking over for Luke Kuechly. Shaq Thompson, who for his uber production last year went from star to superstar. In the secondary, we have Jackson, Bradbury back as a free agent. We signed a couple more in Grant Haley and Artie Burns, just more so depth moves. We got Colbert, formerly of the Niners. Not an overly great safety, but he does have a star dev. He's 26. Maybe he can catch on here at a different scheme, change of scenery. It's here we go. The first true year, moving on from Luke Kuechly with what we hope a suitable replacement in Isaiah Simmons. Now, replacing Luke Kuechly is the last priority. It's going to be transitioning this defense back to a 4-3, and is Cam Newton going to be our answer at quarterback? Let's get into year 2. Midway point, as perfect of a midway point as you can get. We're 4-2, third in the NFC South. Very competitive NFC South. But we finally got a breakout scenario here for Curtis Samuel, who's sitting at a star to go up to a superstar, which we know he has the potential to do too. We've used him as a wide receiver in a couple other rebuilds. I'm probably going to hop into this game, but we've yet to negotiate his contract yet. So I don't know if dev trade up your contract or what have you, but I'm going to assume it does. So if we can get him locked in here before he goes up to a superstar dev trade, that would be great, which we did. Taylor Moan at right tackle. Definitely want him to be here for a long time. We're going to have to wait on these other two guys. Cam Newton, Greg Olsen. I like Greg Olsen. I'm pretty sure he's going to retire. I don't want that money locked up. And then Cam Newton. Let's see how well he plays down the stretch. But let's hop in this game, see if we can get Curtis Samuel a dev trade increase. And a much better start for the Carolina Panthers here in year 2. 4-2, very, very early. And at the end of year 2, we sneak into the playoffs, 11-5. Wow, what a competitive NFC South. And I thought we weren't going to make the playoffs with a Week 17 loss to the Saints. I thought that was for the lead, which it was for the NFC South. But 11-5, just enough for us to squeak in. 2 new dev traits on the team. We got Curtis Samuel from star to superstar, and shockingly, Brian Burns from superstar to superstar X Factor, after holding the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to 50 yards rushing or less. Isaiah Simmons, the man brought in to replace Luke Kuechly, 84 overall, emerged with a superstar dev trait, which is not shocking. He is, easily, in my opinion, top 5 player in the 2020 NFL draft class. So let's see how well we did statistically. Was it another big year from Cam Newton? Wasn't a great year. Really wasn't a bad year, 75% completion percentage. Just wasn't a huge year for a guy in a contract year. I mean, maybe we'll see what the market holds for quarterback and bring back Cam if there's no one else out there. 28 touchdowns, 6 picks. McCaffrey, big year. Gus Edwards chipping in with 8 touchdowns as well. Receiving, no dominant wide receiver. Obviously, with Cam Newton have a down year, you're not going to have a standout, but DJ Moore was pretty damn good. Olsen, Samuel as well. Defensively, Shaq Thompson, 98 tackles, 3 TFLs, 2.5 sacks, 2 picks. Isaiah Simmons is a rookie, 85 tackles, 3 TFLs, sack and a half, and a pick. Not Luke Kuechly numbers, but a good start for him. 7 sacks, K1 Short. 7 sacks, Darrell Taylor. Brian Burns, come on, man. Maybe I'm going to make him left end. Maybe whatever's going on with Taylor. It's a great season. And Burns is already up to an X factor. It's not like we can have his development go up anymore or regress. But I want to see him get some big-time numbers here. Interceptions definitely low in the secondary. Trubisky is your MVP. That is disgusting. Offensive player of the year went to Mitchell Trubisky. Defensive player of the year, Samson Ebukam. Offensive rookie of the year went to Justin Herbert. Defensive rookie of the year went to Monty Rice. Isaiah Simmons coming in at number 2. Darrell Taylor at number 5. Individual awards, we have nobody. So a little bit of an off year for individual performances, but we made the playoffs 11-5. Still a nice record. We have the Arizona Cardinals, and we knock them off 27-24. Did Brian Burns have a good showing? Hopefully he did. I mean, whatever, man. It's just, man, sack. I don't know. I need someone to help me figure out how to not abuse, but how to get appropriate number of sacks here in Madden, just because it doesn't work for me. But taking a look here at that playoff result, 27-24. All right. Cam Newton 3 touchdowns, played very well. 97 yards, 2 touchdowns to Marcus Robinson. Defensively, Shaq Thompson made plays. Darrell Taylor got a sack. I like seeing it. I like seeing the playoff win. Ultimately, this is an experienced team, especially with Cam Newton at the helm. So in the division round, we get to find out right away who the best team is in the NFC South. And we skunk up 45-28. Bye-bye, New Orleans. That is a big-time result, not expected whatsoever, setting up an NFC Championship game against the Chicago Bears and MVP Mitchell Trubisky. But Cam Newton's playing out of his mind right now. 4 touchdowns, no picks. Curtis Samuel, $145, 10 catches, 3 touchdowns, 11 tackles from Isaiah Simmons there. Pick from James Bradbury. We are a game away from making the Super Bowl here in year 2. And against the MVP Mitchell Trubisky, we beat them 35-20. What? Is Cam Newton just on one right now? Wow. All right. Well, okay, let's see how we got here. How do we get here? Is it Cam Newton just dominating? Is he taking off like old school Cam Newton? He is. He has been lights out this entire playoff run. DJ Moore's chipping in here a little bit. Isaiah Simmons had an interception at TFL. Couple picks in this game. Dante Jackson as well. All right. You know what? We're gonna do what we usually do. Hop in. We're gonna play the moments. Maybe an occasional Hail Mary here or there. We have Curtis Samuel, the speedster. Even DJ Moore has some speed to him. So hopefully the job can get done in year 2. Make it a successful rebuild right off the gate with a Super Bowl here for the Carolina Panthers. All right, let's go. Houston Texans, Deshaun Watson, Cam Newton. This is a big-time matchup, but Cam has been carrying our team this entire playoff run. He's been just no turnover-free football. He's been throwing 3-4 touchdowns every single game. As we are starting to struggle here just a little bit. I'm hopping in. Give me a bomb. Give me a bomb, DJ Moore. Give me a bomb to Curtis Samuel. 3rd and 9. There we go. That's all I need is 4 verse. Who do we got? Right bumper, X. Who wants to get open? Give me protection. I'm going to have Greg Olsen, pass pro. Someone give me a chance. Oh, there we go. Very nice. That is a very slow corner on a very fast DJ Moore, 93, 94 speed, 48 yards. Come on, team. I'm not going to do this again. That's your one freebie of me coming in and balling out for you. As they turn it over. This game has been turned on its head here in the 4th quarter. Oh, no. Did we just turn it over? Oh, come on. Come on, Cam. Come on, Cam. Fall on that fumble, Cam. End it. There we go. In year 2, Luke Kuechly sacrificed his career for the betterment of the Carolina Panthers. And in just the 2nd year after his retirement, Cam Newton, who we're probably going to have to re-sign now, just led the Carolina Panthers to their first ever Super Bowl victory. They've been to 3 Super Bowls in franchise history. Lost to the New England Patriots. Lost to the Denver Broncos. Beat the Houston Texans. This is like 2 of the newer franchises too in the NFL. That is huge. I love seeing that. I love this already being a successful rebuild. We still have 3 years left in the bank. But we moved on. We adapted. We overcame the odds. Matt Rhule, an exceptional... Look at that! Your Super Bowl MVP is Isaiah Simmons. the man that we drafted to replace Luke Kuechly. You couldn't have scripted that any better. They're dabbing it up. We'll stick around because they've never won one for them to hoist that Lombardi trophy. And I like to meme Cam Newton. Like, obviously, if Cam Newton stayed at Florida, he'd probably be one of my favorite players in the NFL. But he stole a laptop, left Florida, didn't fall in the fumble Super Bowl. Very easy to meme, but full kudos to him. He was sensational here. As Isaiah Simmons is about to hand it off to Mr. Cam Newton. And that is a Super Bowl one in the books here for the Carolina Panthers. Now, you got 3 years left. I want at least, let's set reasonable goals. I want to try to win at least one more. So let's get into it. And as your Super Bowl champions, we spending some money here. You got to stay on top. You got to spend money, stay on top. So we got Marshawn Lattimore, Keanu Neal, trying to add them both to our secondary. Fairly competitive offer there from the Seahawks on Neal, so it's not as for sure. And then Cam Newton, bring him back on a one-year deal. He's earned it with that Super Bowl win and pretty much carrying our offense throughout that playoff run. Let's take a look at our draft class here. Our, Madden custom draft classes. Get ready for year 3. I love it. I love it. First round, we got Joey Cannon, strong safety out of Penn State, 73, normal dev, strong safety, pretty much ready to be groomed to take over for Eric Reed. This is Nicholas Weeks out of Mississippi State defense, 76, hidden dev trait, 6 feet, 249, he's 21, 88 acceleration, incredibly well-rounded. Look at the greens. Look at the greens on this player. We got Abraham Toon 72 guard. We got a 70 guard here in the 4th round. Duncan Garland, 68 tackle with a hidden dev trait, 93 strength. Not going to tell you how I drafted him. Might have been in the bench press. And then a couple high 60s to finish. So this is an exceptional draft. One of the best drafts you've ever had. And maybe 2 potential starters in Cannon and Weeks. So look at our team as we get ready for year 3 to defend our Super Bowl title. Not a lot of changes on the offense. Cam Newton bringing him back on a 1-year deal. That's pretty much the only unfortunate thing about that draft was we had no scouting on quarterback. So I couldn't get an heir to Cam Newton, and I don't necessarily think that's going to be Will Greer. We got Ian Thomas as we are starting at tight end. No more Greg Olsen. Defensively, so Cannon, our first-round pick. Actually, I'm going to start him over Eric Reed. I'm sure Eric Reed will probably say something about racism or some shit like that. But no, I'm going younger, trust me. Weeks will start over Taylor. 77. They're both 77, but obviously going to go with the younger guy here. Actually, maybe we could even put Reed at free safety, but Colbert's a little bit younger at this point. So I don't know. Maybe he'll just be depth for the time being. Ooh, he could be an Eric Reed. Eric Reed is talented enough. He could slide to linebacker. I don't know yet. We'll wait and see. Shaq Thompson up to a superstar X Factor player. What ability did he get? He got selfless. That's pretty cool ability. Definitely need another D tackle here, but it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. We still won the Super Bowl with this squad. Hopefully we can do it here again. Defend our title in year 3. This team's a goddamn juggernaut. 6-0 and another. I don't know if this is just a common week, but we have another potential dev trade upgrade this time for Mr. DJ Moore to go from superstar to superstar X Factor. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to hop in there, help him out, even though this team does not need a lot of assisting. Contracts McCaffrey, pretty much whatever he wants. Wait, what? You want more money than you want $100 million for a running back? I don't know, dude. That may be a tough swing, but we'll get Dante Jackson. We'll get Trey Turner here, 4-year, $41 million. Make sure we can come back with him. I think Ian Thomas can develop into a nice tight end for us. That's a very reasonable contract as well. So yeah, let's get Trey Turner and Chris McCaffrey all locked up and try to go undefeated. Why not? At the end of year 3, first round by 13-3, our first NFC South title. Great way to come back into trying to defend your Super Bowl. We're a 90 overall. In terms of dev traits, we got DJ Moore up to a superstar X Factor. Samuel hasn't got any dev traits, but he's up to a 94, which is really, really good. We got Christian McCaffrey resigned. Cannon actually went from normal to, obviously now he's hidden, but he's a star dev. Weeks emerged as a star dev, so I like it, man. And we obviously, with the baller like Marshawn Lattimore helping secure the defense, we're really, really good this year on both sides of the football. Cam Newton playing at an extremely high level, 3,300 yards, 37 touchdowns, 7. We might have to re-sign him back on a 1-year deal. McCaffrey dominant. Gus Edwards, look at that running attack. My goodness. Big year DJ Moore. Demarcus Robinson had 9 touchdowns. Defensively, Isaiah Simmons, baller, 100 tackles, 5 TFLs. We got 5.5. Give me more sacks. Give me what I want. 4 picks. Dante Jackson leading the team. MVP went to Mitchell Trubisky. Just no respect to anyone on our team. That's just straight up disrespectful. Did we get Coach of the Year? No, of course not. Offensive Player of the Year went to Ezekiel Elliott. Defense Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Joey Cannon is your Defensive Rookie of the Year. And that's it. Our team's so disrespected. How you gonna do that to us? So here we go. Year 3 in the first round. We get the 10-6 Atlanta Falcons trying to defend our Super Bowl title. And we knock them off 35-25. What are the odds Cam Newton just took the game over like he did every other playoff game last year? I'm going to say 3 touchdowns, no picks. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions for Cam Newton. Over 100 yards for McCaffrey. Jared Cook coming in getting 3 touchdowns. Okay, I see you, boo. Sack for K1 Short. What is going on with Cam Newton in the playoffs? All right, Battle of the South. Who can get to the Super Bowl? And just ran a little bit of. We ran out of juice at the end. Still, pretty damn good. What are the odds Cam Newton played well? Probably, likely. 2 touchdowns. Just wasn't on him. As he lose to Justin Herbert and the New Orleans Saints. Whatever, man. It's still an impressive run. Gives us a lot to think about when it comes to who we're going to bring back as our quarterback for year 4. All right, so our draft here, we got Cam Newton back on a 1-year deal. I'm not going to lie, it was a fairly weak draft. I simmed it out after the second round. In the first round, we got Jason Portilla, 75 overall tight end from Boise State. He's a blocking tight end. Doesn't really fit our scheme, but, it was more so BPA at this point. Our team's really, really well-rounded. And there was no quarterback. And then I just took a flyer on an okay-looking quarterback, Bruce James out of Florida, 67 overall. Not that much better than we have in a backup in Will Greer, who also was kind of out of Florida. 94 throw power looks pretty damn good, though. But most likely, if Cam Newton's not going to be our quarterback for year 5, probably got to hit free agency. We got a 65 wide receiver here out of Air Force, 64 linebacker. Hidden Dev out of Buffalo. Madden computer hooking us up. Rest of the draft was pretty bad, though. But hey, not a bad, 75, even though that is like the worst 75 overall tight end I've ever seen. Like his blocking stuff's not even that good. I guess his run blocking. So as the gang is here for year 4, or an 89 overall base team. Cam Newton back at it for 1 year. 77, don't let the rating fool you. He is a baller. When you look at the offensive line, Garland is a superstar. He was like a 4th round pick. So we're just gonna be mad at logic. Pretty much anyone can play anywhere on the offensive line. We'll make him our center. Sure, why not, right? So there we go. Offensive line elite. Thomas and Portilla at tight end there. Portilla. It's probably Portilla. See, there's not a lot of Hispanics. Is that that's not racist, right? That's what they're called. Like, I'm a white person. Black people are black people, and people from like Latin America or Hispanic. I don't know. But we don't have a lot of them in Canada. So that's Portilla in Canada. Portilla. It's Portilla. Gotta get the roll of the tongue. Portilla. But anyways, for the offense, the big news is Cam Newton. Don't let that 77 fool you. He's been a baller for us. Flip to the defense. Cannon up to a superstar. One hell of a selection. I think he got promoted to a star, and then because he got Defensive Rookie of the Year, he went from star to superstar. You still got Marshawn Lattimore doing his thing. We brought in Bilal Nichols, a defensive end, formerly, I think, of the Bears, and we're sliding him inside to D tackle. Burns, superstar. Superstar. 92 for Simmons. I like it, man. This team's geared up. This team is geared up and ready to go. Hopefully, this is not the breaking point where Cam Newton starts to suck. Halfway through year 4, and we're 4-3, top in the NFC South. Cam Newton is playing not amazing. The contracts. All right, this is our last big contract negotiation period. So first up, we got DJ Moore, $100 million. Sure, thank you very much. Greg Little, very much a crucial part to our offensive line. That's so good. Thank you very much. I really do like what Gus Edwards has brought as our RB2, the power back. We have a lot of money. So we'll see if we can bring back Gus Edwards, but we got the 2 big fishes here, and we have a lot of money to spend going into year 5 of the rebuild. All right, we made the playoffs, squeaking in at 10-6. Cam Newton must have been playing well when it mattered. We're up to a 93 overall. No dev traits, though. Didn't get one single dev trait scenario, which is kind of annoying. Yeah. made the playoffs. That's all that really matters. Got a second NFC South title. Quick look at the awards. Cam Newton finished strong. 31 touchdowns, 9 picks, 76% completion percentage, which is rare for Cam Newton. McCaffrey, been unreal this rebuild. Best player, most consistent player on the offense other than Cam Newton in the playoffs. No dominant wide receiver. Demarcus Robinson has been solid since we brought him in from free agency, coming over from the Kansas City Chiefs. Some pretty solid numbers there. Defensively, Simmons. I mean, he hasn't hit levels of Luke Kuechly, but I mean, he's been really, really good, and he's a Super Bowl MVP. Sacks, Brian Burns finally getting up there just a little bit, but not really where I want them to be. No double-digit sacks, guys, since we've started this rebuild. 4 picks, Marshawn Lattimore. I like seeing that. Yearly awards, MVP, Deshaun Watson. And we're getting disrespected again. I don't think we're not going to probably have any award winners. All right. No one likes the Panthers. So in the first round of the playoffs, we got the 8-8 New York Giants here in year 4. And we're 1 and done. Oh, that's annoying. It's not exactly what I want to see. 27-14 we fall. Could very well be Cam Newton's last game for the Carolina Panthers. And, the magic ran out. 1 touchdown, 2 picks for Cam. Run game wasn't going, even though McCaffrey did have a receiving touchdown. Simmons led the team with tackles, couple sacks. Yeah, man, the magic ran out. And we're most likely, as we get ready for year 5 of the rebuild, gonna have to find a replacement for Cam Newton at QB. Okay, guess we'll go Cam Newton. 1 more year, Cam Newton, baby. Let him roll. Now, on top of Cam Newton, we're going to spend a little bit of money, get Quinnen Williams, bring him in as a D tackle, and John Abram, the Abrams tank, is chilling in free agency. We need a free safety. That'd be a dream period here as we get ready for year 5. And I love the draft, and we got this hitting for us. Derek Spitzer from Florida. All right. We're probably going with this guy. This guy might be our starter. Why not, right? 13th in the draft. You get that rookie QB juice that you always get when you start a first-year starter. He has 90 short throw accuracy. I think we might have to do it just because Cam was starting to wear out a little bit last year. So get a quick look at our draft recap after we made that quarterback selection. Pretty solid draft. I simmed it out after the 3rd round, but we got Perry Sloan, a 71 hidden dev free safety out of Southern Illinois. We got a nice 70 overall D tackle from Buffalo, Garrison Ellington. Buffalo's been good to us. We got that hidden dev linebacker a year ago. Then a couple 60s throughout the draft, but Spitzer is going to be our starter. So as we go to year 5 and I'm brand new starting quarterback, which if not, things aren't looking good. I'm not going to lie. Even though that quarterback looks like he's 43 years old, we might have to go back to Cam. But for the offense, no changes. Obviously at this point, really difficult to get any upgrades on both sides of the ball. But we did upgrade on the defense. We brought in Quinnen Williams, the former top 5 pick of the Jets, beastie tackle. We got him in here. We got John Abram at free safety. This team's, I mean, might have to let the defense carry the load. I say that, but then you got DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey, and Curtis Samuel, as well as hopefully year 1 QB Sims cheese that you tend to get more often than not in Madden franchise. Could be a good year. Could be a good year to get our 2nd Super Bowl. Goddamn right, Spitzer got us into the playoffs. 11-5, 2nd place. We're tied for 1st in the NFC South. We're a 96 overall. I think we start at this point. No, sad. No more Luke Kuechly. But Spitzer went from 74 to 82 in his first season. Panthers going to be in good hands. Almost 99 overall for Samuel. Just add another one to the... I mean, look at this, man. Walker Little's 94. Greg Little, 90. This random superstar tackle that we made a center, 89. Bones in the 90s, Trey Turner. Like, it's a lot of this stuff was homegrown talent, which makes you feel good about this rebuild. It's one thing when you just cheese and you sign guys in free agency, but when you can actually grow and develop your players. Brian Burns is 98, 93 for Shaq Thompson. Perfect 99 for our Luke Kuechly replacement here. Super Bowl MVP Isaiah Simmons, amongst everything. Weeks who we drafted. You know, we still got Dante Jackson, Cannon who we drafted. This is a really, really good rebuild. Quick look at the stats here. Spitzer, pretty solid. Like, that's as good as like any big year Cam Newton had. 3,500 yards, 34 touchdowns, 6 picks, 1,600 yards, and 8 touchdowns from McCaffrey. Demarcus Robinson, maybe Spitzer's favorite target with 10 touchdowns. No dominant wide receiver. Simmons, big year. Our 2 linebackers both having sensational years. 100 tackles for Thompson, 4 TFLs, 3 picks. 100 tackles for Simmons, 4 sacks there. 11.5 sacks for Weeks, 8 for Nichols. Burns just couldn't get it going, man. Like the whole reason why we switched from a 3-4 to a 4-3. And he's, I think 8 sacks is the most he's ever had for us. Kind of annoying. Yearly awards MVP, Joe Burrow, the new quarterback there in LA. Andrew Luck. I don't think we're going to have any award winners. Spitzer, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Pretty good. Just disrespect elsewhere. But what else is new? So let's get into the playoffs here, man. Wild card. Let's go. 11-5 Panthers. New quarterback. Win Super Bowl numero 2. All right, come on. It's a 9-7 team here in the playoffs. Got to be able to knock them off. There we go. The rookie gunslinger getting it done at 28-21. Now the divisional playoff, the Saints who knocked us off last year. Oh, the rookie QB cheese, Derek Spitzer, putting 40 up against the New Orleans Saints and putting us in the NFC Championship game. Let's look at, we didn't care about how he did the first year. 3 touchdowns for Spitzer, 100+ yards for Mr. McCaffrey, 10 tackles for Jackson. All right, looking good for that second Super Bowl title. We got Dallas. You always want to beat Dallas, let's be honest. Super Bowl on the line, 13-3 Cowboys. And the Carolina Panthers knock them off 30-24. I think I speak for almost everyone watching this video when I say Dallas sucks, right? It's pretty much consensus. No one likes Dallas unless you're from Dallas. So we knocked them off 30-24. Not a great, not a clean game for Spitzer. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Gus Edwards got 2 tutties. Defensively, Isaiah Simmons, 9 tackles, a sack, TFL, 2 sacks, Quinnen Williams. We got it done with the defense, it looks like, which is setting up a Super Bowl matchup, a rematch from the first Carolina Panthers Super Bowl against the New England Patriots. You know what we're going to do. We got to hop in. Now, I'm a little bit worried because I do like to hop in and throw a bomb, and this quarterback only has 88 throw power, but it doesn't look like it's going to need us. 14-0. The Panthers are jumping out with a rookie quarterback starting in the Super Bowl. The lights might not be too bright. He could be the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to win a Super Bowl in his start. I think the youngest other one was, what, Ben Roethlisberger? It's looking good, boys. 29-10 as we enter the 4th quarter. Unless we have an epic collapse, we should be able to see this one out. Ooh. Ooh! And there you go. The 2nd Super Bowl. Luke Kuechly's career sacrificed for 2 Super Bowls in a 5-year period after he retired. As we knock out the Patriots, Jacoby Brissett returned home to New England, the team that drafted him. Eventually saved it. There we go. We got the Super Bowl title. 2 Super Bowls. Very successful rebuild. I hope you guys did enjoy. Replaced Luke Kuechly. I mean, Panther fans probably very upset. I mean, they just got Joe Brady, the big OC hire from LSU. And then the same day, Luke Kuechly decides to retire. So hopefully this helped you out just a little bit. 2 Super Bowls. Go get Isaiah Simmons. There you go. Simple solution. Use that pick to get Isaiah Simmons. Derek Spitzer, rookie quarterback, Super Bowl MVP, 80% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 300 yards. And there you go. That's a successful rebuild. So like I said, I was working on a Minnesota Vikings rebuild before the Luke Kuechly news did drop. So probably you'll be expecting a Vikings rebuild dropping on Saturday. But as always, guys, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. Let me know what rebuild you want to see. That's not the Minnesota Vikings next. And I'll catch you guys back here on the next one. Until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking and talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. I in the game like who are you stopping? Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. Not me, not me, not never. I'm way too